Welcome back, True Seeker. Sunday, November 5th, 2017. The big news story, at least 20 killed in a Texas church. We're now seeing these types of stories become more commonplace. The weekend Sunday church shooting. In the last 3, 4 years, false flag shootings in schools, malls, public places, they've become pretty routine. And public school shootings are now so routine that sometimes they don't even make the top headline. But on the slow weekend cycle, these church shootings are getting a lot of coverage. And every time one of these happens, it's in a small town, and the state of Texas and the entire South continues to be where we see these transpire at. So, if you listen to my show, The Gematria Effect, on TFR Live, in recent weeks I've started doing little Gematria teachings at the beginning of the show just to warm people up. And a few weeks back, I taught about the significance of the number 20 in regards to the cross. Think about a church, a cross. Let me make the screen bigger here so you can read this more easily. In the alphabetic order, T, which looks like a cross, is the 20th letter. And in reduction gematria, that's where you make each letter a single digit. So C's the third letter, so C's worth 3. R's the 18th letter, but instead of being worth 18, it's 1 plus 8 is 9. O's the 15th letter. Instead of being worth 15, it's 1 plus 5 is 6. S is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So it's 3 plus 9 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1. Cross equals 20. Do the same thing for the word death. Death 20. Do the same thing for the word time. Time 20. And think about how the cross, to the pagan spirituality, it represents the 4 seasons. It represents time. A lot of overlap with Christianity and paganism. So they're saying at least 20 dead in a church shooting where the cross is the symbol. And all of these false flags are symbolic rituals meant to impact the mind's eye for the sake of agenda. And the agenda is multifaceted. Each of these shootings, it causes gun sales and ammunition sales to spike. So the gun and ammo companies, they make more profit. The government, it gives them something to talk about. It gives them some new laws to pass, some new paperwork, some new background checks. So all those industries are making more money. Plus, it looks like your politicians are doing something. And then also, it allows them to create new laws so that certain people can't have guns. Like you're looking at the face of a person who's not allowed to own a weapon. Why can't I own a weapon? Because my neighbor, who's involved in the burglary of my house, after he burglarized my house, strategically he went out and filed a restraining order, which a judge decided to uphold. And because the judge upheld the restraining order, it made it so I could no longer have a gun. You see how it works? Welcome to the United States of America. You get harmed by your neighbor, and next thing you know, your rights are taken away too. So this is the nation we're living in. This headline right here, at least 20 killed in mass church shooting, what they're keeping up here, it has 33 letters in it. Think about Jesus on the cross at age 33. The gematria of this is 193, which is the 44th prime number. Shooting equals 44, kill equals 44. To bring it back to time, the word clock equals 44, So they said this happened outside of San Antonio in a town called Sutherland Springs, SS, their favorite letters. We just had that truck ramming hoax up in New York, and I forget what the attacker's name was, but his initials were SS. We see it again and again. Anyhow, San Antonio has gematria 41, just like Sutherland, just like November, just like crucify, just like Christ, also just like God's Son, which maybe I forgot to put up here. Let me see. Did I put God's Son up here? Oh, I put it down below. Son of God. Son of God also has the gematria 41, excuse me. So this is the ritual. It's a church, it's a Sunday, it's the Christian day. Here's what else is going on. This is why they chose this Sunday. It's November 5th. November 5th, we express it 11/5, like 115. Masonic equals 115. Freemasons 115. Killing 115. Freemasonry controls your government. They control your police. They control your media. They execute all these false flags. The Freemasons are ritualistic and symbolic. and they know the language that we're talking about of letters and numbers, which comes from Kabbalah, which is known as Gematria. Today's date numerology sums to 33. 33. In Gematria, Baptist 33. This happened at a Baptist church. Every time they do these false flags, it's always a Baptist church. I think the Baptist branch of Christianity is the most Masonic. Baptist 33, Sunday 33, Bible 33, Good Book 33, Gospels 33, False Flag 33, Police 33, Masonry 33, Secrecy 33. Today's date also has 53 numerology. The word religion equals 53. So does Vesica Piscis. That's the shape that looks like an almond or your eye that you often see around Jesus. That shape's also called a mandorla, and mandorla equals 33 as well. They say that Vesica Piscis is the womb of the universe. Talk a lot about this shape, teach a lot about it, its significance in the book that's about to release. Womb also has the gematria of 53 like Vesica Piscis. And shooting also has that gematria of 53. So ripe day for a shooting. Look at the post time here. 4:43. Jesus Christ equals 43. 4:4, kind of like the 44 we just talked about. I'm sure if you take the time to decode these officer names, there's more to it. These officer names are always coded out. The police that respond to the media, they're the Masonic frontmen. They tell the lies. They said this happened at about 11:30. That's the most common time for these false flags. 9:30 and 11:30. We see those numbers all the time. 93 represents Saturn, the keeper of time, connected to death and judgment. 113 is the number of mainstream dishonesty. Mainstream 113, dishonest 113, not true 113, fiction 113, bullshit 113, and a whole lot more. And that comes from the Talmud, Baba Kama 113a, where it says it's okay for a Jew to lie to somebody who isn't Jewish as long as it's within a legal setting, which we live in a world of laws, so that's pretty much anywhere you go. And I should mention that today's date has numerology of 17 and 26 as well. Those are numbers connected to the word God, the word Talmud, Babylon, where the Talmud comes from, as well as this letters and numbers language. Babylon, the home of the Jews. So today's date numerology was ripe. The location, just everything ties together. Sutherland, 41, like San Antonio, outside of San Antonio, like Son of God. Sutherland Springs has the same gematria as tragedy. Sutherland Springs, Texas equals 95, like Son of God, like mass church shooting. And down below, I'll link gematrinator.com. You can just verify all this right here. Sutherland Springs, Texas, 95. Son of God, 95. What is it? Church mass shooting, 95. And with regards to 95, the Society of Jesus, the Jesuit order, their birthday is September 27th, the day that leaves 95 days left in the year. The Jesuits, the Freemasons within the Catholic Church. SS, those letters as well, the 19th letter, 19 plus 19, 38, cross, death, killing. In case you're new here, what these four methods are, this is the alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26. This is the alphabetic order in reverse. Z is 1 up to A is 26. And these are the reduction methods, forwards and backwards. And this is the complete system. A lot of amazing synchronicities with all four of these base ciphers. This, with regards to this happening in Texas, comes right before the governor's birthday. I call him Mr. 223. Look at his name, Gregory Wayne Abbott 223, Gregory Wayne Abbott 2230, Gregory Wayne Abbott 223. All of these ciphers are interrelated. Remember what this number represents. The synagogue of Satan, the false Jews from Revelation in the Bible, letters written to the Church of Philadelphia, 223, about the synagogue of Satan. Masonic also, 223. Recently, this governor, he did this. Texas governor signs law banning state businesses with companies boycotting Israel. if you're not aware, it's Israel that is ultimately the puppeteer of all of this, you see. The Zionist Jew state. The United States of America is a Zionist Jew state that helped bring about the permanent Zionist Jew state. Well, I shouldn't say permanent, but that's what it's meant to be. The ever expanding Zionist Jew state of Israel. This is the New World Order agenda. It's a Zionist Jew world order. It's undeniable. They control all government, all banking, all media across the world. You got to be blind to not see who it is. That's why you got all these shills in the truth community talking about reptilians and shapeshifters and all this nonsense. No, just pay attention to who it obviously is. And it is very obvious. You turn on the TV, they're everywhere. They live. Remember, they equals 58, like Freemasonry, like secret society, like Solomon's Temple, like Jerusalem. You see? Catholic Church has that gematria of 58. What's the Catholic Church? The church created by the false Jews. So here's a little homework. Get on here, type in church, type in Philadelphia, and observe. Observe the overlap. The Church of Philadelphia, written about the letter with the synagogue of Satan. You see that 65? You can type in Christianity. You can type in Knights Templar, the Masonic order, where you have to be a Christian to be a part of it, that once upon a time at the end of the Crusades brought the language of Kabbalah back to the Catholic Church. So we'll wrap it up right there, Truth Seeker. It's not hard to see what's going on in this world. You want hurricane relief? Well, you got to promise not to boycott Israel. Why would you ever have to do that? Why would you ever have to do that? You got to clear the cobwebs out and see what's going on in this world. All that flooding in Texas, it was no coincidence. That was the work of weather warfare. If you missed all my work on that, you better go back and check it out. I showed how off that weather warfare, the Houston Astros would be winning the World Series over the LA Dodgers, and that's exactly what happened. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.